You're not up yet.
It's your turn.
We're live. You look good, dude.
I make a motion to come out of executive session.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Do your thing.
In executive session, nothing was discussed other than on the agenda. We do have item 10A, consideration of national opioid settlement participation agreement. And I would like to make a motion to approve that.
And I'll second that motion.
All four, yes.
Do we need to,
Tell me.
do we need to include in that designate her as our signature? Give her ability to sign, be a signator.
Do you want that stated, Amber?
Yes, please.
Okay, yes. In item 10A, that all four of the National Opioid Settlement Participation Agreements, that we give Manager Hamilton the authority to sign them.
Motion was made and seconded. Mr.
Yes.
Savage? Yes.
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 4 yes votes.
Thank you. I took Mr. Greider's second.
Now is there anything else?
No media?
No,
No
Sheila.
media?
You didn't have any.
This meeting is adjourned. And now we will go into our road workshop, which will be led by Ricky Lovato.
And that's the honorable, that is the honorable Rudy.
Oh, Ricky Lovato.
I'd like to introduce Daniel. Daniel is with the road department. He's been with us.
Microphone.
I mean,
Give
you
it.
know, so you'll maybe move it. Yeah.
Well, you got to have a microphone. I'll start getting text.
Okay.
I already got one.
I believe Daniel's been with us for 6 months. And he is here. We're starting to cross train. We're getting up in age. We just want other people that know what we're doing also, in case something happens to us. And we are actually going to start teaching them on our LGRF, the paperwork from upstairs, the TPF, the ICIP stuff, all the applications that Miss Flores does also. So he's here he's helped put this together actually, and he's there to take notes and help me get through this. So as we go here, the first page on that I handed out to you is the TPF application 1. SERPO, we come up with a lot of different rules with SERPO, and they have for maintenance, they have let us fill out 2 applications for each entity and up to $2 million. On the second application, and there's a lot of roads on here, but I just wanted to clarify a couple things. The first application is a little over $2 million, and the first one, and the second one is 1.2 million. And the reason being, if we do get the funding, we actually are going to have every chip seal road covered one time with the micro seal. So if we do get the funding. Also with that funding comes with the 5%. So whatever this, if we do get the funding for this, the county is out the 5%.
And it's not something that you can use your labor and equipment as your matching fund that we have in the past. You actually have to have a material purchase, and that is your 5%. So it will be extended differently than your LGRF.
So just letting you know, like the LGRF, the local government road funds, our 25% is our labor and equipment. So that's our offset because we do everything in-house. But TPF, they don't let you do that. You have to come up with the 5%. Money-wise, out of pocket. if y'all look through the application one, I mean, like I said, we've listed every road on both of these applications that we have left after what we have done this last year. In fact, speaking of last year's TPF, he will be coming March 6th to start doing finishing up that $2.8 million that we received last year. If y'all have any, I mean, looking over these all these different projects on the TPF application 1 and 2, if y'all have any questions, Daniel can answer.
So this list for, like, this application number one, this first page. This is a list of roads that you're starting to do.
These
That you want to do.
these are the ones that I like to do. We'll fill out an application. There's a process. We got to take pictures. We've got to, any road that touches the state highway, we got to get a right of way signature from District 2. I can't remember what all is inside this application, but there's a map of every road that's going to be that's on the list here that Johnny will have to put together. So Johnny's got his work cut out in the next couple of weeks.
Rick,
Yes, sir.
when we done our road trip the other day,
Yes, sir.
there was and I meant to ask you and I forgot all about it. The chip seal road, I think it goes off of 29. No, be off of 30.
I got it on here.
You know which one I'm talking about?
In front of the dairy.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
114.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just looking to see where it's at. Let me pull my glasses off where I can see. Second application, first application towards the bottom, the second to the bottom.
No, not that one. Oh, the second. Yes.
114 to D.
I don't see it.
First application, South Roosevelt Road 30 from New Mexico 114 to D.
Yes.
And the other one that you had spoke about, Commissioner Griswold, is South Roosevelt Road N. We didn't know the name of it when we were discussing it, but I did put it on here also. 2 miles.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. So if y'all are happy with these two different sheets here, we could move forward and start. Well, actually, Daniel's already started to take pictures of every road. So he's having to drive every one of these roads and take pictures of them. If they're rattling, if there's potholes, if whatever's wrong with them. And then we'll attach the pictures for every road that's listed with the maps also. But if y'all have any questions on these, now's the time. If not, we can move forward.
If you don't mind, Mr. Lovato, down there in front of that dairy,
Mhm.
what I was just saying, I guess they've been filling in the holes with their own cleachie
I have seen that.
down there in front of that, kind of in front of that dairy.
So it is going to take probably 2 loads of coal mix to go in there and clean that up. We have South Roosevelt Road 8 here also on this listing. And I didn't bring the numbers, but to do the 4 miles was going to cost right at $528,000 for reconstruction. I'm thinking if we go in there and spend about 100 tons of coal mix and do South Roosevelt Road 8, let me find it.
Halfway down on app 1. 355,000.
Yes, $355,000 for a double application of microseal, not a single. It'll be a double with, I believe it was 100 tons of coal mix to fix it, the potholes. Might take a little more work on that one because I think we need to go in there and clean them bar ditches up so the water will drain. It's built up on both sides of the road. So we'll have to do a little more work in the bar ditches, just get the water drain off of it. I think that was probably the one that really caught my eye because me and Miss Hamilton, we went over these and she wanted to know a price of a complete reconstruction and also the price of just doing the micro seal. In the reconstruction, they would not, we couldn't, I won't be able to put it on TPF because there's going to be caliche bot and there's a lot. It's not really shovel ready to be done within a certain amount of time that they give you.
And it's not considered maintenance.
It's not,
at that
yes,
point.
thank you. It's not considered maintenance. So it was, I know it's over $500,000, 500 something. So Mr. Savage, if you have any input, what do you like to do or just move forward or?
I say move forward.
Okay.
We talked about putting micro seal.
Yes,
For
sir.
those that already chips, not all of these are already chip sealed.
These are chip sealed. Well, there's a couple. There's a couple on here that are not chip sealed, but we don't have to spend much money. All we got to do is chip it, and they will pay for the chip seal, and they will pay for the micro seal. I think it'll take us a day or two to resurface a road and move forward. Now, with Road 8, that one's going to have to be ripped up and then integrate the, tear it up and completely redo it. Yes, sir. So Vans is going to be one of them where we'll be able to just go in there and clean that road up and chip seal it and micro seal it.
The same with Moreland. And both of those, again, are subdivisions that we view that we're trying to get it to where we don't have to bring those blades in for that limited amount of maintenance. It's just a much better use of resources, and the traffic patterns that are on these roads support and will hold up well with our micro seal applications and everything. So you see that.
Also, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, in the way that you laid out 8, it is not a rip up and overhaul, whatever. It's, again, going in there and patching and then putting 2 coats of the micro seal over it.
No, it's,
Pretty bad
That's
shape.
what he was
Yes.
saying. That's why I'm like, I think there's some confusion here. It is in bad shape, but he thinks he can patch it before the micro seal. And he had the contractor go and look at it too.
Good luck.
That's what I said.
another,
And I believe you can, but man, I'll tell you what, it's pretty bad.
he should be here in the next day or two. And before I finish this, I'll get with Miss Hamilton and we'll discuss it again. So, also in District 4, the other one would be Highlands and Road U.5 would be also that's on this list. That's in Caliche now. We do have them in LGRF, so it'll work out if they approve this.
Rick?
Yes, sir.
Over in the Vans edition, you know that one road that we was looking at that we can't do nothing with?
Yes, sir.
Is it on the county map, or is it
It
or is
is.
it just there as a private? Is it on the county deal or not?
I don't think it's on the county map, but it is in the subdivision
Plat.
plat. Thank you.
But it's
Yeah,
not on the county.
Johnny. I don't think Johnny counts it as a road. As a road, no.
Okay. 'Cause it shouldn't be.
No.
But I
Let me double check.
I had that come to my mind just now. And I was like, I wonder if that's the county. You know, if they're saying that it is, but we can't do nothing with it. You know what I mean?
Commissioner, let me double check that before I give you a final answer on that. But I'll double check it.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anything else on the TPF? And this application's due March 13th. This one is?
So the goal is on both of these applications, we get through everything in the workshop today and we bring y'all final applications and resolutions for approval at the next meeting, March 7th, so that we get them in before the deadline and Miss Acosta Flores stays very happy with us. So we do not want to be pushing the deadlines on anything or having to have special meetings. So that's the goal of the workshop, is to have this dialogue. If there needs to be any additions, tweaks, changes, we can get those addressed and bring y'all final resolutions to support the applications at the next meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Hamilton, because the resolution is part of the application. Thank you. So moving on, the next set of sheets that y'all have in your hands, the The first one is co-op. And what I had done here is I went and what y'all had selected that is very important to y'all and also us. I divided it amongst the three applications: the co-op, the school bus, and the CAPS. And every road is listed that we went through in our last workshop back in December is on these applications here. Co-op, it varies from year to year, but we usually get about $150,000 a year is what we end up getting. So you can go down on co-op and you can see that we can go down about 3 to 4 lines. 4 lines up to South Roosevelt Road 7 is where it more than likely will end up at. But we do always ask for more money. We ask for the moon just in case it's for some reason that there's extra money. So that's why it's also on there. And then on school bus, also it's about $120,000 when we do receive it. There's been years that we haven't, but we're hoping that we do get it this year. And CAPS is usually our big one. About $230,000 is what we usually get. And it would be down there on South Roosevelt Road AU is about where it might end on that application on that contract. Any questions? Any changes? Any?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Okay.
This road, this page over here that's, let's see, talking about, this one.
Okay.
So exactly what is this? What are these?
Okay. So
I think the back of y'all's package
think I should have
shows
been
y'all's
looking at them
districts
streets.
broken down
I
by
can-
roads. He like.
you're
gave
on
y'all a
CAPS.
lot of information.
So he's looking at CAPS, and then if you look at the first one is South Roosevelt Road U.5 from Highway 70 to half a mile south. And then it'll say project. It's Caliche and Chip Seal at $33,000 is what it's going to cost.
I think I'm looking at the wrong thing that I was confused about.
Oh, okay.
Ignore me for a minute.
Okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Well, we did include, you can see the ICIP listing that's in there.
Oh, I didn't include
we're-
that. I'm sorry,
You
Amber.
just have it in my packet.
Yours and
Okay.
mine. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's good.
I didn't want to
just
confuse them more because it's a lot of
went
information.
already. Okay. Well, the main thing is that we have this listed like in 2 to 3 different places, depending on the road priorities that you've identified. So we still, like in our capital outlay that we went after this year, I mean, we had vans in there, we have G in there, 4.5. I mean, all of the roads that y'all had already listed are in there. So hopefully we'll be seeing some capital outlay funding for those, but you know, we don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket, for lack of a better description. So we just flood all the baskets with lots of asks so that hopefully if it comes in the TPF, if it comes in the other, however it comes, we'll also go after congressional district spending again for roads like we did last year, because we can always find places and we know we don't ever receive the full funding that we need for our roads. So we're trying to be aggressive and go after every funding source that we possibly can.
Okay. So we're asking for funding to do this thing.
Correct.
So here's what I'm talking about. P from 74. Rock Seal. P of 74.
Well, and we-
Is that a duplication?
we just continue to ask for it everywhere, just in case we don't get it in TPF.
Oh,
So I do ask it for multiple places in case we're not for sure that TPF will get funded this year for TPF.
that's my district. You keep- Thank you.
That's it. I mean, at this point, we just needed y'all's tweaking if y'all had anything or if y'all wanted to see anything adjusted. Otherwise, if y'all are ready to bless it, we'll bring you final resolutions for y'all to review at the next meeting and submit that application. Great.
Thank y'all.
And I would like to thank you and commend you for a job very well done.
Well, thank you. And we got a young man that's going to hopefully take the reins on a bunch of this paperwork. So
Well, that's where he started falling short, paperwork. He's gonna fix that.
Ricky's planning his retirement. Got this kid coming in there. He's already starting his retirement coming in.
I got about, if God's willing, about 8-9 years left. So,
You'll have him groomed
And
in.
and we got these applications once a year. So trying to get
8 or 9 more.
8 or 9 more of them to kind of get them settled in. And I don't know how long we got Miss Flores for. So